I just want to do a quick review of the seismic bed extension for a Pioneer 1000. But first, I'll start off with the tools that you'll need to install it. A 10 millimeter wrench. I used a half inch and, of course, a couple of ratchets, breaker bar, flathead screwdriver, an 8 millimeter socket, 10 millimeter socket, one 4 millimeter Allen head, 5 millimeter Allen head. I used an extension, a impact screwdriver for removing the side panel so you can take off the tailgate. That came in handy because trying to avoid stripping out these Phillips screw heads. There you go. They're rather large, but if I can get the camera to focus here. I kind of damaged this one a little bit, but going to this impact really helped. From the factory, they put these things on pretty solid. You can see that they marked them with yellow paint, every one that they torqued down. Removing them with just a large flathead screwdriver, you might end up stripping them out, so I definitely recommend getting an impact. You can get these from O'Reilly's or any automotive parts store for a couple bucks. They're invaluable tools. Anyway, to the bed extension itself, this thing is really solid. I am really impressed with it. It's got about 1/4 inch steel on the plates here. It makes the tailgate feel so much more solid. It does level it out. It's got this little extension here. That extension also is the latch when you extend out the bars. I'm trying to do this one-handed here. See, as you can see. And when it's in place, that little tab drops down, locks it in, and prevents it from coming off. And this thing is so heavy duty, I can hang off of it. Really impressed. It was $400 for me. That's what I paid for it. It was a little bit of much money, a little bit more than I would have liked to pay for a simple bed extension. However, I will say that with seizmik, they use some quality steel. I mean, this is some heavy duty stuff. Everything's bushinged. The only couple complaints I have is for these top hex bolts. This bolt goes the whole side down here to the nut here on the bottom. I don't know why they didn't use a carriage bolt or a round headed with an Allen head, something a little bit smoother, because that can kind of catch your hand. But that's a small complaint. Yeah, I mean, the detail that they have in this thing is fairly impressive. I mean, this is like cast aluminum, and it's very, very detailed for just a logo. It's locked in there by bolts. Shoot, I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Just the attention to detail that this company put into this. I never heard of seizmik before. I just got on Amazon. I was looking for a bed extension. I wasn't really happy with the swing over just one piece, couple bent pieces of tubing that were costing like $300, $299, $289, whatever they were. And I saw this one, and I really liked the options that it had as far as I was trying to show you here. So you can lay this down, and then you can actually swing it back over, and now you're using it without having that rail in the back. So if you wanted to, you could put in some lumber or a ladder as advertised on the pictures on Amazon. Or one of the things I noticed when I raise the tailgate, it also raises the height of your tailgate. So for me, one of the things I do with this thing is I'll use it to haul firewood, and this might raise it to where I might be able to get a little bit more firewood in here without it falling out the back of the tailgate. One thing I recommend seizmik to do is if they would just do a latch right here. All it needs is just a pin to come through this hole and catch that to where this doesn't rock forward. that would be a neat little feature. Probably wouldn't cost much more money. Kind of like something you see on like a yard fence or something like that. Just a spring-loaded hitch, a little latch that would just keep this from rolling forward. That way it would make it better for tailgate riser as well. But yeah, I'm deeply impressed with this. $3.99. It's a little bit high price, like I said, but I think for what you're getting for that money, this is a reasonable feature. When I was talking about the details on this thing, I mean, this metal here, all these holes are punched out. I don't know why they didn't just use expanded metal. Expanded metal would have been cheaper, but the punched out metal's got a really cool look to it. So if you're into looks, that's kind of neat on its own. And that sheet metal that's been punched out with these probably 3/4 inch holes. Really, really neat. Anyway, this is my review video. So if anybody's got any questions, post them down below, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. It took me probably 2 hours to install this thing. I'm sure some can get it done in less time than that, but I was kind of surprised that I had to pull all this off in order to get the tailgate off. This is from Honda, so you have to remove. You can't really see it here, so you can see this hex head here. Come on, focus camera. There's a hex head here, but in order to get that hex head, I have to take off this whole quarter panel. This whole quarter panel needs to come off. You got to take off the side door, and that's just to get the tailgate off. So that's a design feature of Honda. Nothing to do with seizmik. That took some time. Not too bad, but definitely using a power drill helped out quite a bit. Alrighty, thank you all for watching. If you got any questions, post them below.